What's up guys, welcome to the set. So we're gonna be testing out this AndyCine C7 Lite on a fashion commercial, so let's dive into it.
All right, speed, got it. Here we go.
This is the brand new AndyCine C7 Lite 4K touchscreen monitor. Now, the original AndyCine C7 came out a few years ago, and it was a great monitor and very popular among budget filmmakers. Now, this is still a budget option, but they've updated quite a few things, and we're gonna go over all that in this video. Like for one, this built-in Sony NPF battery that's powering my wireless video transmitter. And you can load all kinds of LUTs, and there's tons and tons of options in here. And I've really been enjoying using this AndyCine C7 Lite, and I've been using it on cinema cameras, and I love using it on this FX3 here in this kind of configuration. So in this video, we're gonna go over what's new and improved, what's changed, what's better, what's worse, and I'm gonna give you my honest review on this monitor. So let's dive into it. So one of my favorite things is obviously this built-in NPF battery pack on the back. This monitor is actually providing the signal for the transmitter, and it's also powering it. So this is perfect use for this monitor, actually powering my wireless video receiver. So I have a hands-free monitor here, filming over here on the Ronins, so I can have clients be able to see, and they can just take this little lightweight stand wherever they like. And there you go, have a wireless producer monitor. And not only that, but you can actually power this monitor in several different ways. So let's go over it. Oh, by the way guys, if this is our first time meeting, I'm Valencia. I work in television production here in Florida full time, and this channel is all about filmmaking gear, tips, and tutorials. So if that's something that you're into, make sure you subscribe. So as far as power options, you have quite a few options actually. So not only can you power this monitor through this NPF battery like this, but you can also use the DC ports on the side here for actually charging it straight from a wall charger or from a D-tap battery. And furthermore, there's a USB-C port on the bottom down here, so you're able to actually power it from your phone charger or a USB bank. So lots of options when it comes to powering this thing, but just keep in mind if you're powering another accessory like this is a very battery hungry accessory as well, which is why I like using these big batteries like this, or powering it straight from a D-tap battery like a V-mount. So just lots of options when it comes to powering this monitor. One more thing that makes it even more versatile to work with any kit, whether you're a run and gun shooter like this, or you're a professional and you're working on a cinema camera. So by the way guys, AndyCine did send me this new C7 Lite monitor to test out and use on the channel for free. Although this video is not sponsored and all the opinions on this monitor are solely mine. I have been using it professionally and on my YouTube channel for a couple weeks now, and so far I'm really enjoying it. So let's get back into the video. So this AndyCine C7 Lite comes with a whole kit full of accessories and things that you need to get up and going. So let's jump back into the studio right now and go over some of the features and what you get in this kit. All right, so let's see what you get in the box. All right, so first up, you got a little bit of instructions and a cleaning cloth. You also get this really nice case that holds everything in, which I'm a really big fan of. All right, so here's everything that comes in the case. You get the monitor itself, the hood attachment, the sun hood to go over it, You get a monitor attachment here for connecting to your cold shoe. You also get a micro HDMI to full-size HDMI cable for running from your camera, and you get this little USB to micro USB cable for the charger for the included NPF battery. So all kinds of goodies come with this kit, and I really appreciate that it all fits nice and neat in this case. So that's a plus so far. So now let's go over this monitor itself. So there are a ton of tools packed into the C7 Lite, like exposure tools and different things like that, and some cool touch functions as well. So let's jump into the menus and go over some of the features that are packed inside. So it also comes with this monitor mount here that actually swivels and tilts. So that's really convenient for whenever you're shooting. Just gets you pretty much any angle that you may need. You can pinch to zoom if you need to zoom in to a place on the image and move that around. You can adjust your backlight by swiping up and down on the left side of the screen here. The right side controls the volume, so you can swipe up and down on the right side to control the volume there. You double tap the screen to bring up the main menu, or you can swipe up from the bottom to bring up all your shortcut items right here. And you can modify all your shortcut items on the actual main menu here. You can also bring this up with the scroll wheel button at the top. There's also a function at the top if you don't want to use the touch functions. All right, so now we can look over some of the tools in the actual menu. So here under the analysis tab, you have the overall analysis of everything here. So you can turn that on. That brings up all your different vector scope, waveform, histogram, audio meters, and all that. So let's kick that back off for right now. So you can customize all of those as well. Under this second menu here, this is where some of the most useful things are, like focus assist, zebras, false color. You can load your LUTs in here, and there's also some really cool functions in here, like you're able to control, like with this focus assist, you can pick any of these different colors here, and you can control the strength of it here, 8 different steps with that. So let's kick that back off. Under false color, this is one of my favorite exposure tools here. So I can show you here on false color. Let's kick that on. So it actually gives you 2 options. You have spectrum, or you have these airy colors, which is a little more grayscale. So here's how you look at false color here. So you can see as I actually change the aperture here on the camera and bring up some overexposed parts, those parts turn red here. And you can see that based off this scale on the left side. So let me stop the lens back down, and you can see your exposure change as you're doing that. So I'll leave it somewhere here in the middle. So that's my favorite exposure tool, is false color. So we'll kick that off. Now down here, you can actually load your own LUTs here from the SD card, which is here at the bottom. So you can load all your LUTs in there. So it doesn't come with the SD card, but you know, you can find one of those pretty easy. So these are the LUTs that I loaded into here, but there are also some standard conversion LUTs in here as well. Like this one is for S-Log2, S-Log3, there is a C-Log and V-Log Rec 709 conversion LUT. So that just turns your log footage into, you know, something that looks decent with color and saturation, you know, already baked in. So it comes with those already in it, just some standard conversion LUTs. All right, under the next menu, you have different guides, like for safe area, cinema guides, crosshatch, and you can change the color of those as well. So let me turn those on so you can do blue or purple, or you know, however many grids you like to have on the screen. Next, you have your cinema guides here, and these are really customizable too. You can do all the different, you know, size frames there and control the opacity on the black bars on the sides. You can control the color of the lines, really customizable, which is cool. Same with the safe areas, you can really customize that as well. Under the next menu here, this is where you have different anamorphic, D-squeeze and stuff like that. If you happen to be shooting an anamorphic, you can access all those different modes through here. You can control the zoom right here up to 5 times, so that's there as well. Also, you have some different scanning modes, aspect ratios, and you can even do a freeze frame here. So you can actually just snap a freeze frame and it'll save it on your SD card there. This is another one of my favorite features here. You can have it automatically flip. You can manually flip it too, but I keep it on auto, so that way whenever I flip the camera or go to a different angle, that the monitor actually flips around automatically for me. So I really like that feature as well, and I find that super useful when I'm flipping the monitor around and, you know, doing all kinds of different shooting scenarios as well. So that's really cool. And finally, you have all the different monitor settings where you can control the hue, saturation, sharpness, brightness, you know, all the different settings of the actual monitor itself. And then finally down here at the bottom, you can save different user settings and, you know, control your firmware and different things like that. So I've really been impressed with this AndyCine C7 Lite monitor. The fact that it's 4K 60 supported just makes that image look nice and sharp on here, which is really great. Also, being an IPS monitor means the viewing angle is really good. So whether you're viewing it from the side or up or down, you know, the colors don't shift or change or anything like that. So that's really good. One downside to the screen is that it is a little bit reflective, so this hood really helps with cutting down on the reflections, although I would want to get some kind of matte screen protector or something for it just to take some of that shine off as well when I'm using it outdoors, so maybe I won't have to use the hood. But it is great that it is included in there. This monitor comes in around $216 if you get it on Amazon. I saw it on B&H available for pre-order for about $240 right now, but that's a great budget option for most any filmmaker, whether you shoot on cinema cameras or small mirrorless cameras. This is a great option. Being a 7-inch monitor is just really nice. Maybe it looks a little big for this rig, but it's really, really nice being able to see your image nice and large here and sharp and bright. So I highly appreciate that. So thank you, AndyCine, for sending this out for me to review. I've been enjoying it. So if you guys are interested in picking one of these up, there will be links to everything down in the description below. But if you guys like this video, be sure to hit the like button and leave me a comment if you have questions about anything at all. Shoot for the stars, and I will see you very soon in the next video.